the #1 newscast at 6. KEYT News Channel 3, where the news comes first.
Hey everyone, I'm Beth Farnsworth.
And I'm CJ Ward. We begin at 6 o'clock with an update on Santa Barbara's desalination plant. A construction barge is on the way to help get that plant up and running. News Channel 3 senior reporter John Palmentary joins us live with the story. And John, the January startup date is being pushed back again, this time by at least a month.
You know, once that barge arrives later on this week, things will really start getting into motion. It'll have pumps and pipes and a lot of the hardware and infrastructure to connect all that they need to offshore to bring that water onshore and eventually into the desalination plant over on Yananali Street. Now, the city sees the finish line, but they say if there's some stormy seas or inclement weather, it'll change that schedule once again.
And it's important to have multiple supplies because you never know when one supply may run out, which is what we're facing with Kachuma.
Santa Barbara has an online video to help explain the current water crisis, the dire need to keep conservation up, and how several sources, including the upcoming desalination plant, are all necessary to meet the demands. At the earliest, the desal plant will now produce fresh water in mid-February. The delivery date target is moving based on construction and weather factors. This week, expect to see a large construction barge just offshore with parts for the subsurface intake pipe. Onshore already, there's a fenced-off area for heavy equipment and crews ready to piece together the line coming from the ocean to the vital connecting points onshore. This section of the Santa Barbara waterfront just to the east of Stearns Wharf is going to be very active with construction equipment in the next few weeks. It is where the intake pipe will be coming in, eventually going past Chase Palm Park and across Yananali Street into the desalination plant. The Ocean Project will have 2 shifts a day, 7 days a week, so expect to see workers there long hours. Once the plant gets water, it'll take about 2 months for certain operations, testing, and water quality clearance from the State Department of Drinking Water. Even then, it won't be the full answer to get us out of the drought.
We have adequate water, we bought adequate water, but we can't all get it here all at the same time when our community needs it. Desal will make up about 30% of our supply, with another 30% coming from groundwater, another 30% from our imported water through the state water system, and then the last 10% from recycled water.
And on top of that, conservation will still have to be around 40% from what we used 3 years ago until we get multiple heavy rainstorms. And the city says the water customers are doing a good job. 35 to 40% conservation every month compared to what we did 3 years ago. So that part of it is going very well. As for Kachuma Lake, it's only at 7% of its overall capacity. And anybody who drives by there or has seen it up close certainly has cause to be worried. Reporting live along the Santa Barbara waterfront this evening, I'm John Palmentary, News Channel 3.
Okay, thank you, John. The third suspected drug smuggling